we're putting the bathing suits away. We're putting the suitcases away. Kids are going back to school. It's time for a reset. And that's what we're going to get into in today's episode. Welcome back. Another episode of Candidly with Coffee. We are back. And in today's episode, we're going to get into the ultimate post-summer or end of summer reset and everything that you can do to get back on track and start locking in on your goals, because you're going to blink your eyes and it's going to be summer 2027. So if you want to know what to do so that you can get locked back in, tune into this episode. Before we get too far into it, follow us on candidly_with_coffee on Instagram and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Now, grab your coffee. Let's get into the show.
Let's get into it.
The reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I decided I have a group coaching program. And I've been kind of switching up the way I do things in that program. It's amazing. I've had it for years, and many of the clients in there have been in there for years. But I do little kind of mini challenges every month. And I feel like September is a good time to kind of like reset and like lock back in to your habits.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I'm going to be hosting the ultimate reset challenge in September in that program. If you want to join the program, it's $99 a month. It's a great way to start working with me. There's no obligation. You cancel anytime yourself in the app, but it's a great time to join before September. I think it's September 2nd is we're going to start that challenge. So join anytime before then and you're automatically a part of the ultimate reset. So I want to just talk about like things that people can do to kind of like reset.
It's also a head start for the new year. Instead of waiting till I'm going to wait till the new year, you're ahead of the game.
No, I do not believe in waiting to the
dumb.
new year. You're already kind of too late.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Way too late.
Like, when did we start getting ready for this summer? Like we really locked in last July.
Last July.
So even before this. So yeah, that's the problem. Like, listen, first of all, this challenge is like taking place it's a 21-day reset, and it's taking place the last 3 weeks of summer. Because guess what? If you didn't get your act together, it's too late for you until next summer anyway. So it's time to start thinking about next summer. Don't you think?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I feel like gone are the days where people can get ready for summer in the spring.
Yeah.
Or like March.
No.
Too late.
Possible. Way too late.
It's way too late.
People underestimate how much weight and body fat they got to lose by a lot.
Yeah.
The famous words of women is 20 pounds. Like, no, sweetheart, you're more like 40 to 50 pounds. You don't realize it. You lost 20 pounds.
I lost 20 pounds.
You didn't
and if no one would have looked at me and said, Jeanine, you need to lose 20 pounds.
Nobody. That would have been just fine at 132. What's wrong with you right there?
Yeah.
But when you lost 20 pounds, people were like, no way. Like, yes way. There's a lot.
Yeah.
People have way more body fat. They underestimate. They don't go get a DEXA scan to even know. So you're trying to guess at best at where you're at.
Yeah.
And you're grotesquely underestimating how much weight you need to lose by a lot.
By a lot. But the best thing you can do is what we always tell our clients, lock in, right?
That's all you could do, lock in.
Lock in on the basics. I'm not talking about supplements. I'm not talking about peptides.
Nope.
I'm not talking about HRT.
Nope.
I'm talking about the basics, because guess what? The basics work even when, like, look, what do people always say to you? They want to lose weight, whatever, and, oh, but I have this, but I have that. I have hypothyroid. I have Hashimoto's. Okay, but the basics still work.
They still work. You can still cook in your kitchen. You can still feed yourself. You can still walk. Mm-hmm. Your arms and legs, everything works. Oh, you can lift weights. Wow. Mm-hmm. You can work on your sleep, hydration. There's other things you could do in the interim.
Yeah.
That you can work on the basics.
And you should be doing the basics all the time. Yeah. But chances are over the summertime, you let go of the basics.
And it's funny because I see more online that coaches and women, and they triggers women because they'll call them out about their hormones is just BS. You're just hiding behind a blanket. Excuses.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Are you complaining about your hormones, but yet you still drink alcohol?
Exactly.
You don't really care about your hormones.
No.
Because the one thing that'll wreck your hormones immediately with just one drink, not even like prolonged use, but one drink. If you don't believe me, get an Oura ring, right? Can you imagine? Get an Oura ring and track with that one drink. Track your stats. What does it do to you?
It'll really show you like what
Yeah.
You're spiking your elevated blood pressure, heart rate, all that stuff.
Yeah. I highly
Your
recommend if you're one of my clients, your Aura Ring connects to your Apple Health and it syncs into the app. So if you're in my program, I'll get to see all of that data. But so let's talk about resetting. The first thing is you got to lock in on your nutrition.
100%. That's the one thing everybody overlooks.
Nutrition.
Everybody overlooks nutrition. They talk about how much they work out. They talk about how many steps they get. Blah, blah, blah. I do this class, that class. Good for you.
Yeah, none of it matters. Or eating healthy. And when I say nutrition, I mean macros.
Yes.
Macros.
Not eating healthy. People think fruits and vegetables eating healthy. No. It's beyond that.
How much do you eat? That macros. So you need step number 1, and one of the parts of the challenge will be you're going to track your macros every single day for 21 days. It doesn't mean you have to be eating a certain number of things or whatever, but you have to track what you're eating every day for 21 days, period. You're going to track your macros, and you're going to hit a protein goal. So that's part of the macros. You're going to hit a protein goal. You're going to track your macros so you know what you're eating.
True.
Period. And if that's too hard for you, you don't really want it enough.
No, you don't.
If we could stop right there. If I don't want to track macros, okay, it's not for you. Move along.
That's it. Stay in the same place you're at. Keep complaining. Keep miserable.
Because you know how many times people will comment on like my YouTube videos or whatever, going, "Help me! I've tried everything," and I go, "Have you tracked macros?" No. Then you haven't tried everything, and you haven't tried the one thing that actually freaking works.
Or they tried a gazillion diets. Exactly, they don't work. They're not sustainable.
Yeah.
Well,
what you measure improves. It's like think about your body like a business. Could you run a business without knowing your numbers?
Never. Impossible. You won't even make it out of the first year.
You won't run a single business without knowing your numbers. Think about your body like a business.
Yeah.
So macros, number 1. And that is kind of like, and it's not even that complicated because for me, I don't have my clients try to hit certain goals. I just want you to track what you're eating in the app, hit a protein goal. That's it. Simple.
Yeah.
Don't make it so hard. Eat the same thing. What are easy ways for someone to track their macros? Eat the freaking same thing every day.
Every day.
Successful, fit people eat a lot of the same foods all the time.
We do.
Foods they love though, because we don't eat diet food either. Fit people don't diet.
Yeah.
Let's
that
get
word
that
is
real.
so dumb. Like
fit people don't diet.
I don't know why that word even gets thrown around. Like I eat diet food. What the hell is diet
What the
food?
fuck is diet food? I know what it is. It's like fat-free dressings and low-fat this and low-fat that. I don't know. I don't eat anything diet.
No, it's BS. You're so worried about the low-fat this or diet food that, but yet looking at you, it's like you're not on a diet. It's not working for you. Sorry.
Right.
I'm just looking at you. I'm looking at you. Do I'm gonna need to put you in front of a mirror? You can look at you.
Yeah.
It's not working. You're not where you need to be.
Right.
So what you're doing ain't working.
So I would say repeat meals to make it easy.
That's it.
So you pick like your 4 favorite meals, log them into the app, just a couple taps to track it when you eat it. Done. Easy.
Easy.
Overnight oats for breakfast, meal prep enough for the week, yogurt bowls, yogurt parfaits, meal prep some yogurt parfaits for the week. Breakfast burritos are another good one to do. So those are 3 breakfasts. I just gave you 3 ideas right there. Track them in the app. Tap.
Done.
Your breakfast is logged. Done. Do the same thing for lunch. Same thing for dinner. It's not that hard.
No. People just don't want to do the work.
They just make it really, really
hard. And they have every excuse in the book why they can't do the work. And the one that's the most annoying that you hear is busy or I don't have no time. Interesting. But you got time to commit to every other event that comes your way immediately. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter how busy you are. You'll make it to that event or you'll create the event. Mm-hmm. You'll host the event. But you're too busy?
Yeah.
No, you're not. The funny one I like is let me see your screen time on your phone. Let's see that.
I know. Time is not the problem.
No, it's not.
It is not the problem.
Because if you really want something, you'll do it. You'll handle business, you'll do it.
Yeah. If a CEO of a company can run a company and have a house and have a family and a home and kids.
Yes. You're not busy than that person.
Yeah, you're not busier than that person.
Elon Musk has a family, has a bunch of kids, and he still runs $1 trillion business. So you're not busy.
There's enough time if you make time for things that are important to you.
Yeah. Joe Rogan, who's a famous podcaster, worth hundreds of millions.
The other thing the next thing is to the ultimate reset is going to be movement. So movement, I mean like you have to commit to a step goal. And it doesn't even have to be, listen, there's no arbitrary number that works for you, but you have to commit to like a bare minimum number of steps. And for me, I feel like 7,500 steps. If you can at least get 7,500 steps a day, like what are you even doing? Are you like locked in a freaking vault? Like you can't get 7,500 steps a day. It's not that hard. Most people like a regular day are going to get like 4,000 or 5,000 steps.
Yeah. And if you at work, like say the bathroom is closest to your desk, use the bathroom furthest away.
Yeah.
Go upstairs if you have to. If it's another flight up, make that a purpose.
Park far away. There's just ways
There's
to
a
do
lot of
it.
ways. That's what I always do. I park far away. We do errands all the time.
Yeah. So for the ultimate reset, the challenge, they have to do at least 7,500 steps to be like considered some movement.
And if we can go back with a crystal ball and look at humanity and how far we should have to travel by foot to get places, like when people moved and they had to like leave their home to move, hundreds of miles, they walk, hundreds, not 10,000. That's nothing. That's a warm up. Hundreds and thousands of steps they had to walk.
I know.
So we're meant to walk. We're meant to move. The human body is very strong. So 7,500 is like bare minimum. That's nothing. That's easy.
Yeah. So you can do that.
Easy.
For sure. And the cool thing about movement is once you're tracking it, it creates like a good baseline. So like, like it levels out your expenditure a little bit. So it makes it easier to lock in on the nutrition numbers. The really cool thing about the people that do this challenge is after 21 days of tracking their nutrition and doing, these basics, it's going to get it. They have a lot of baseline data that now we can make a real educated move for them.
Yeah.
Some of them, it will make sense to like, okay, you're going to have to go into like one-on-one coaching because based on the data and everything that you tracked, like you only ate 1,200 calories a day and you didn't lose a single pound. You got some work to do on your metabolism. It's got some adaptation. Probably should do some one-on-one coaching. Or you might have someone who tracked and like they're losing weight. Why does that happen? If they're tracking everything they're eating, but they're not necessarily trying to hit a certain target, why do they lose weight? Because the minute you start tracking, you become hyper aware and go, oh shit, this has that many calories.
You do.
So you automatically will eat less by tracking.
You start looking at things. Like I'll go a little off topic. Yesterday, on the way to the gym, Walnut Creek from Morgan Hill, Walnut Creek, that's about an hour and so drive. I had to use a restroom. I pulled over to McDonald's to use a restroom real quick, and I posted on my stories. And, McDonald's smells so good. It's addicting, the smell of it. So I just wanted to look because a fleeting thought came to mind like, I have calories. Maybe I can have a sausage, egg McMuffin. But when I went and looked, just out of curiosity, I saw the calories. I go,
How many calories?
Hell no. I want to say it would be like between 500 or 600 calories.
Yeah, like not even worth
and the
it.
bagel, steak, and cheese one was like 800 to 900 calories. I go, oh no.
Not worth it.
No. I'd rather go to Starbucks and get one of their sandwiches if I'm going to do that.
You start making better decisions.
You do. Like,
when you have awareness.
The return on investment is not worth it. As good as it smell and sound to eat at the moment, no.
So as much as like I said, we don't have any rules. You can eat whatever you want. You start making better choices with your spend. Because you realize that some things are not worth it.
Yeah.
Right? So like I had a client that she liked a ton of creamer in her coffee. And I'm like, hey, if that's the way you like your coffee, cool. But you got to track the creamer. And she goes, oh, this is not worth 300 calories, this coffee.
Oh, no.
Because when she was done measuring her creamer out, it was like a 300 calorie coffee. She goes, oh, it's not worth it. I'll get used to less creamer.
Yeah.
It just makes you make better decisions. That's why at the very least, even if we're not targeting or you're not hitting your macro target, you're at least getting a lot of awareness for how you're actually eating. And for some people, they chronically overeat, but honestly, a lot of people, especially my midlife ladies, they're chronically undereating.
A lot of people, doing. Even men undereat.
They're undereating.
It's crazy.
And then what happens is they undereat a lot of the time. So they have these adapted metabolisms that have shifted everything down to accommodate little calories. And then some of the time they overeat. So if your metabolism's here and then you decide to overeat, the ramifications from those extra calories are worse.
Yeah.
Because your metabolism was lower. Yeah. So you're going to gain more weight off fewer calories.
Yep.
It's the law of thermodynamics. And metabolic adaptation is something that happens very dynamic. What people don't realize is your metabolism adapts, just like it adapts down, it can adapt up, but it takes intention to adapt it up. Most people don't do that. They don't consistently and methodically increase their calories to get their metabolism faster. They never do that.
No.
They never do that. They're afraid. They're afraid of weight gain.
Yep.
That's why, like, for me, I do that with my clients. I do that for them. I titrate for them. I watch it for them so they don't have to worry because it's scary to do. Because we're always taught like, no, that will just gain weight. So we're afraid to do that.
Yeah. That's crazy how people they fear weight gain so much. Because just like you put on weight, you could take it off. And it's just part of the process.
Yeah. All right. So actually, but I try to minimize. I don't have, most of my clients do not gain weight when I'm stabilizing them. That's the whole point of stabilization. I watch it closely and titrate up as their body can handle it so that we don't put on weight.
Yeah, you don't go
That's why it can be a slower process sometimes. It takes up to 4 weeks for most clients. That's the phase I start them in for one-on-one clients. Okay, so the next thing for your ultimate summer reset is water. So hydration, like tracking your water intake. So in the app, you'd track your water intake, and I set the goal at 80 ounces. I'm laughing because I suck at water. Before we get in this episode, I got a lecture. I had a lecture about my water intake. And I think what Tyler actually mentioned it, and it's true. What caused me to kind of get really bad at my water intake is when I went into menopause, I suffered from extreme bladder issues. And so I taught myself to not drink water because I was peeing my pants all the time. Literally, it was like a slow leak and there was nothing I can do to stop it. And I figured, well, if I'm dehydrated, there won't be any water to come out. So I got bad about drinking water, and I go in periods where I get good and bad. But the goal for the ultimate summer reset is 80 ounces. So you get to check that box if you hit your 80 ounces of water. So basically get yourself like a 40-ounce water thing. How much water do you drink, would you say?
Like 3 of those a day, at least.
So you drink about a gallon?
Probably, yeah. Because you
have a
got to
40
include
ounce.
Diet Coke,
Yeah.
my coffee, water,
Yeah,
creatine.
I think I get like, I get my 80. But because I fill up my water thing. I have my hydration drink in the morning. Then I have my
You might need to go more than 80, though. You drink creatine. And we're on the hot sun sometimes.
Yeah.
And those are the days, I got a headache. Well, you're not drinking enough water. You're self-inducing that to yourself.
Yeah. Well, so anyways, that's why it's part of the reset. So maybe I need a reset too. So we've got, we got macros, we have movement, we have water. Another very underrated reset, sleep. Sleep is very important.
That's up there.
Sleep is up there. Sleep impacts your ability to do the other 3 things. With poor sleep, you're not going to want to do anything else.
No. And your ghrelin, your hunger hormone's going to be through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Cortisol's going to be high. You're going to be craving it in the sun. Mm-hmm. That's why people who drink the next day, because the sleep is poor or they're hungover, they're craving everything, anything greasy and heavy. Mm-hmm. Everybody who's had a hangover knows exactly what we're talking about. We've all been there, done that.
No, for sure. So sleep is important. Listen, I do have to say, a couple of people have been asking me, what do you think of the Oura Ring? I love the Oura Ring. I love it because it's just on all the time and it's just collecting data. And so when I decide to go in and look, I have all this data. Whereas my Apple Watch, it's off, it's on, it's charging, it's not the same. I love the data of this thing.
Yeah.
I like it much better. Sure. Like, for example, we're here, we stayed at Lisa's house. I sleep on the couch when I stay here. And I always thought like, oh, my sleep is really bad. Actually, my sleep was pretty damn good. It was not bad at all. My sleep score was excellent. I had a good amount of deep sleep, good amount of light sleep. So and it was a little bit of a less sleep than normal, but I only have a 10-minute sleep debt. It calculates your sleep debt, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I really like it. Do you like it?
Yeah. Lets me know exactly what I'm doing, every day. Plus my workouts, it tracks that. It tracks when I'm in the sauna. It kind of tracks everything.
So you can kind of like over time, you'll see like, oh, okay, I always get a better sleep on the days I do the sauna. Or one night I had a late meal. My sleep was terrible that night.
Isn't that crazy what late meal
because it was
can do?
we ate out, so it was probably more sodium, more calories.
Yes. You're right.
We had a heavy late meal.
Yeah.
And it impacted my sleep, which then impacted my next day. My recovery score was not good. My readiness score was not good. So it's very insightful.
And imagine people do this every night.
Yeah.
They're going to eat heavy right before bed.
And sleep is so important, you guys. You have to protect your sleep. Like
it is.
Treat it like should be treated. Like it's very important because it's going to impact every other aspect.
Prioritize it.
Yeah.
Make it a priority.
For sure. Okay, the next thing is strength training. So in the minimum ask is 3 strength training sessions per week. An hour 3 times a week. That's not a huge ask, but that is, you have to strength train. That needs to be part of your everyday life forever. I still am shocked that there's people in this world who, with all the resources out there that talk about how important muscle is for longevity and health and all of that, that there's people that strength training is just not a part of their life. Like, how can you, with all this knowledge, how can you still say, no, it's not for me?
Yeah.
But yet you'll complain that you have a bad back, that your joints hurt, that you're tired, you don't like your body. You'll make all these laundry lists of complaints, but you won't do the one thing that's going to help fix all of those things.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You won't take action.
Yeah.
It's still like boggles my mind that people can fix how they feel, how they look, but yet they don't want to take no action. They just want to sit there. And they want to make people feel bad who do take action and do take care of their physique and their body. 'Cause I hear the other side of the coin, like people always trying, oh, you're obsessed. Or the gym isn't everything, or being fit is not life. Like, well, then you stay where you're at and stop complaining. We don't want to hear it no more. It's old. Do something. If not, shut up about it. It's plain and simple.
Crazy. The other thing that I'm going to be putting in the ultimate reset, because I think it's important to get everybody to stop and think of, like, it kind of just gives you direction on your day, gives you direction on your life, and that is like to spend 5 minutes per day journaling. Just 5 minutes, but just kind of journaling, like, what's going to make today a great day? What are you grateful for? What are you working towards? It keeps you grounded. It keeps you centered. It keeps you, like, locked in on what it is that why you're even doing this. Why do you even care? Why is it important to you?
Yeah.
So that's the ultimate reset challenge. It's 28 days, and you get to, an opportunity to check those boxes every day and get your ass back on track, so that you put yourself in a good position, so that 2026 you wore the cover up, you didn't enjoy the pictures from your summer vacations, but make that be the last summer that you feel that way. And you do that by starting now, and you lock in so that next summer feels a lot different.
Exactly. Getting that dream body that you want.
Yeah. All right, you guys, we'll see you on the next one.